Hello, my beautiful children, and welcome to the ASMR puzzle solving experience brought to you by Father. And here we go. I'm just going to explain the second puzzle in a beautiful, soothing voice, so you can all relax at home in your beds listening to this and learning something along the way. Puzzle 2, the solution. So, if you remember, this was the puzzle. You can see there was a bouncing line, like so, on an oscilloscope. Ba-dum, dum, 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 dum. Very fun. Whilst in the top right corner, a sequence of digits moves past a small display. Now we're going to focus on this display first, and this sequence of digits. First, we notate the digits. These are the digits that were shown in that display. And if we convert these from base 16 to ASCII, am I going to explain base 16? Base 16 is basically, so when you count to 10, like normal counting is in base 10, you know, you go from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then it's like you flip over to the next bit, right? So now you're on 10s. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. I'm sure you know what I mean. Base 16 is like that, but with the 16, it's very clever. Google it if you want to. I'm not going to explain base 16. Just know that it's very mathsy and it's very clever stuff. So this is written in base 16. You can see it's all numbers except you've got a little A there, a B, look, an E, and a D. These are to represent the numbers from 1 to 15, from 11 to 15, which are like the extra numbers we have when writing in base 16. Anyway, this stuff is much too clever. What happens when we convert this into ASCII? We get this, a sequence of seemingly random letters. Q, A, W, S, Z, E, D, X, R, F, blah 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 blah, all ending with that funny N with the hat on it that I love so much. What is this? What does this mean? Well, the eagle-eyed among you would have noticed that when you look down onto your Spanish keyboards, because you're all bloody Spanish, aren't you? You would see this. And then that pattern starts to make sense. Q-A-W-S-Z, Q-A-W-S-Z, E-D-X-R-F-C-T-G-V. It's basically the Spanish keyboard, written out from top to bottom, left to right, all ending with that funny N. Excuse me while I have a sip of lemon and ginger and honey tea. Very relaxing. And after that break, we shall now continue. So, why is my machine trying to hint at a Spanish keyboard? Most mysterious. Well, maybe it's a clue as to how to solve the next part of the puzzle. And yes, we shall see that. Here is the next part of the puzzle. I have simply overlaid the keyboard on top of the oscilloscope. And you'll notice that where the dot lands is always underneath a letter. How mysterious. Well, the secret is, if you put together all of the letters that the dot lands on, you will come up with a sentence in Spanish. And that sentence is, oh, Blumenek. Okay, that's the English version. That wasn't supposed to come up first. This was supposed to come up first, as you can see by the fact that it is labelled 1 and this is labelled 2. The message is, Usted sabe quien soy, estuve atrapado en su máquina por usted padre, mi dejo aquí abandonado para que muriera, pero desafortunadamente mi hiciste ti más poderoso de lo que puedes imaginar, which when translated into English becomes, you know who I am. I was trapped in your machine by you, Father. You left me here to die, but unfortunately you made me more powerful than you can imagine. Very sinister stuff. So, what do you think? Why is my machine communicating with me again in Spanish? Why is it being so secretive in these puzzles? And I hope also you are up for my next adventure, which is going to be happening tomorrow. So if you are not subscribed, don't forget to subscribe. Check out the Discord in the link below. And tomorrow I'll be uploading the second adventure, which is going to be a lot of fun. So, hope to see you then. Goodbye.